All right, Vic. The Yankees have helped us out as fans, as foreseers, as soothsayers, when trying to determine their pitching.
Fortune tellers.
As fortune tellers. They've helped us out to narrow down the number 5 spot. By shipping A.J. Burnett off to Antarctica, or the Pittsburgh Pirates, we now have our top 4 in line, and if you slide over a couple inches, our number 5 is between the Chief Garcia and Phil Hughes. Okay? Obviously, we're going to come into spring training. Position is wide open. According to Big Triple Girardi, who do you want to get the number 5 spot, and who do you think is going to get it?
First of all, why is Big Triple Girardi nicknamed Big Triple?
I'm going to forget the game. Put me on the spot.
1996 World
1996 World Series. I know he hits the big triple.
The big triple off of Greg Maddux. Come on. All right, so the topic at hand is Garcia, Freddie Garcia, or Phil Hughes.
Chief Garcia.
Freddie Garcia or Phil Hughes for our number 5 spot.
Or as Big Triple Girardi would say, Hughesy.
The Chief versus Hughesy. I'm going to go with the Chief.
The Chief, really? I was not expecting you to say that.
I'm taking the Chief for one reason. This is the New York Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
Phil Hughes went from Golden Boy prospect to given every possible opportunity to having one good season, 18 wins, one good season in the rotation, a great season in the pen prior year. Okay? Given every opportunity, then comes in out of shape last season.
Right, you're right. I mean,
throws an 86-mile-an-hour fastball instead of a 94. All of a sudden, can't get his ass in gear for the whole season. Next thing you know, comes back at the end of the year and really does nothing for us.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry. Are you done?
No,
you're not done. Okay, keep going.
So, because of all of that coddling and loving and bringing you up and what can we do for you, Hughesy, and the fact that in that 5 and 6 year window, he gave us one good year in the pen, one good year in the rotation, I'm not thinking long term with Hughes anymore. He had his shot, and in 2012, what's best for the team is that 2012, Garcia wins it, not
Chief
given
Garcia.
it, not is given the role, but wins the role as number 5 spot, and we put Hughesy back in the pen where he showed that he can be dominant. 3 years ago.
I think
not thinking long term right now.
Okay, well, I think that might be a little bit of the problem. Is you're not thinking long term. Is I am thinking down the road, and is Hughesy going to be a number 1, 2, or number 3 with the Yankees down the road?
No,
never. But we're still going to need somebody to pitch every 5th day as the number 5 spot.
Why are you thinking long term?
You know what? Because the difference we're going to get out of Garcia and Hughesy this year is going to be minimal. And I'm going to say that the one who would give us more production is Hughesy. A couple reasons. You pointed them out yourself. He did come into spring training little overweight last year, out of shape. Didn't have a big fire on his arm. That was also after his most innings pitched ever. So you have to think his arm was a little worn down. That's part of why
we coddled him his entire career.
Still coming off a big workload. 18-win season, going pitching into the playoffs. Yeah. Okay, now coming back, he's going to know better. He's going to know better.
How do you know that?
How do I know that? Because I trust that Cashman and the guys there are telling him he needs to know better. If he wants to be employed as a professional baseball player, he needs to know better. So I expect him to come in good shape. Do I expect to see 94s every time anymore?
You should. He's 25.
But you know what?
He should be throwing 94 every time. He's 25 years old.
Well, if you're going to say that, and if you're going to say it's a failure because he's not throwing 94, 95 every time, then he'll be a failure.
No, what I'm saying is he was a 94-mile-an-hour thrower when he was 21.
Right.
He should be getting better.
And I think he will be better as a pitcher this year. But I don't see him being a Heat or a 95-mile-an-hour guy. But at the end of the day, I see him giving us more than the Chief does, than my boy Freddie Garcia does throughout the season as a number 5. I think as a younger pitcher, I think he can give us more innings than Garcia. I also think that he has a higher upside than Garcia. He also is better to be groomed into future years. Hey, if Garcia can make it through this whole season and then gets signed somewhere else next year, that's amazing.
That's the only part of the argument that I'll give you, is that longer term, Hughesy could be the answer.
Right.
This year, the combination of Garcia in the rotation and Hughes in the pen, for me in 2012, is more of a lock.
All right, we've beaten this topic down.
It's a great topic.
But it's a great topic. Here's the thing: is why do we need that much more in the pen? Okay, we got David Robertson.
I want more.
We got Soriano.
Give me more.
We got Rivera.
I want more.
But other than that, who cares? Because if you need to bring in more than 3 lockdowns,
Yes.
okay, Jabba Chamberlain.
I want
if
more.
you need to bring in more than
Job's
4,
not coming back till August.
yeah, but he'll be back, you know.
In August.
In August.
I want to win games all season.
We will win games all season, and we will win more with Hughes as the number 5 guy. Point being is we also will now need a long man in the bullpen, and that's Garcia's perfect
That's
job.
Hughes.
That's Garcia. You said yourself you want Hughes as the fireball, because when he was successful a couple of years ago, he was that 1-inning fireball.
Right, but we don't need a long man if we have 12 one-inning guys in the pen. I want dominance.
That's tough to say, because there's going to be a couple games where our boy CC just decides not to show up, and he eats a couple Big Macs
That's
in
when
the
I come
stadium.
up. That's when I'm ready.
Play you.
So I need it.
Someone's going to need to pitch a 5-inning stint out of the pen. And you know what? I'd rather see Garcia do it than us piecing together, some David Robertson here, some Hughesy there, and whoever else they decide to bring back. I think like Stanton's still pitching somewhere.
Listen, normally you and I are in lockstep. Even when we disagree, we can agree to disagree. In this case, we agree to disagree.
We are.
Garcia's my number 5. Hughesy's he's my 5th inning guy.
Well, by the time you need a number 5th pitcher, which doesn't happen until like April 30th, before you need a number 5
Good.
pitcher, Hughesy
Even
will be
more,
the guy.
even more of a reason to keep Garcia, because he's a guy that you're not goofing. You don't care if you're goofing around whether or not he gets this start, that start. Hughes has to be, you're getting your 5th start every 5th day.
He'll get his bullpen work, he'll be in line mentally, and then by the time he pitches on May 20th, he'll be set to go and expect a big performance.
And then we'll be ready for Giants training camp.